Oh yeah. Welcome to Pop Culture Explained. How do I put this? Oh, yeah. First episode of Pop Culture Explained we'll be discussing is Cat in a Hat. Its main protagonist, Cat, played by Mike Myers from Shrek. Each alike. This hit movie from the studio behind The Grinch, Universal Studios, is loosely based on Dr. Seuss's book of the same name. It focuses on a human-sized talking cat who house parties with children Conrad and Sally despite protests by a talking fish. If they make an animated movie on this, I will not see it. Instead, I prefer this live-action Dr. Seuss comedy family film. After their mother, Joan, had left them in the care of their asleep old lady sitter, Miss Sequan, they eventually are befriended by none other than the cat, the Camilla cat, who then confined their boring sitter to a closet. Then he performed a magic musical number titled The Fun Song, aka You Can't Spell Fun Without You in the Middle. Afterwards, after drinking milk, which he was allergic to, prior to the climax of the song, Cat bloated, then belched loudly and landed the fish actually in teapot full of literal hot water, which then soon shortly turned cold. He then had the kids sign a contract related to a fun day at the house before repairing and improving the couch while fighting an elephant dubbed Simba, referencing the name of the Lion King protagonist. Although the scene he was in involved animal cruelty, it was highly humorous. Then Cat jumped on the couch alongside Sally and Conrad after dumping away the fish. Next, he made cupcakes portraying two roles on a live TV studio stage. And those roles were the host and the chef cat, who had come up with a famed device known as the Cupcakeinator. Cupcakeinator! Capable of making cupcakes out of literally anything, especially in the kitchen. This included eggs, hot dogs, even the fire extinguisher. After placing the device, contained DIY cupcakes mixed in the oven for a few minutes. Chef Cat threatened host Cat after he asked if Cat called his mom ugly and prior to that stupid, just before cutting off his tail via kitchen butcher knife by accident, causing the cat to yell out, "Son of a..." Back to Cat, whose tail was repaired, and the cupcakes blew up in the mixed formation literally out of the oven, dirtying the walls of the kitchen. Cat hired a duo of funny human beings called Things 1 through 2, while Conrad went up to the crate they had come in, only for Cat to stop him. He warned Conrad that it was also a doorway from his world to their world and could endanger and merge them both. Taking safety measures, he armed the crate with a crab lock, only for Conrad to eventually remove it while Things 1 through 2 messed up the house, to Cat's amusement. Cat then assured the kids that unless they recovered the lock from Nevins, their dog, and put it back on the crate, the house and the rest of the world shall end. Do, as he likes to call it, the mother of all messes. Then, soon enough, they passed Lawrence Quince, a nasty next-door neighbor, played by Alec Baldwin, determined to marry Joan and run Conrad out for his bad business into military school. They then restored the house, but it ended up more of a wreck than before. The kids blamed the cat for this and asked him to leave. Shortly afterward, he yet returned and fixed up the house using his multi-arm tractor-like clean machine dirt. Things 1 through 2 aided him before going home, and Cat eventually followed. The house was perfected by the time Joan, or Joan, either way, returned, but Cat's world physically remained unknown. There's a theory, however, that Cat had come from the same world as Things 1 through 2, led by the crate somehow. Despite some negative reviews of Cat in a Hat, this film had been a hit at the box office in the early 2000s. Wes Anderson, who directed the first two Narnia movies, and Shrek, really outdid himself making this film. Songs done mostly by the former band Smash Mouth. That's all I have for today. We hope to see you enjoyed this episode of Pop Culture Explained. See you next time.